What's up, everybody? I'm back. Got a few things to test before I take out the starter. Hopefully that's the issue. Stay tuned. I'm taking off the starter. You can see it. Check out the ink marks. Maybe it's still in there. I spun the engine earlier. I didn't film it, but I spun it by hand. Engine can turn over, no problems. So I know the engine's not seized. Thank God for that. For people in the forum, they were saying there's a starter. I mean, I had ideas of starter, but somebody said it could be the relay, could be this, that, the other. But I think it's the starter. I'm gonna take the starter out. Hopefully I can get it out now. Then if the auto parts store that's near me, AutoZone, is still open, I'm gonna take it to AutoZone. I know they do testing and see if they can test it. And if it's anything, I might try to get another one. Just really knowing to get it out. What's up, Daddy? How you doing?
That's that raw Brooklyn basement shit right there.
Alright, so I'm going to take this in to get tested. I mean, everything seems okay. It doesn't spin the opposite way. It's quick. See, I can't spin it this way, spin this way. It could go up and down. I mean, from the way the teeth is looking, I don't really see if it was even touching anything. So, I don't know. I'm going to get it checked out now. I'm kind of in a rush because, you know, it's near the end of the day. So I want to try to get this done and back. Alright, keep going. Okay, so I just came out of AutoZone. They tested the starter. And it passed. I saw it come out and everything. So I'm not sure what else is the issue. My assumptions are that since I wired the vehicle the way I wired it, if it wasn't wired properly, it wouldn't start this. Unless the solenoid is like separate. Like, I mean, not separate, but you know, because that's the starter solenoid. So I'm assuming that starting everything makes it move. So I'm hearing the starter, something not engaging. I doubt it's anything with the transmission. I don't know. So I'm gonna go back home, regroup. Only other thing I could think of is maybe the way, don't mind the beef patty crumbs, that's for my wife. The only thing I could think of is that when I put it in with my cousin, maybe we didn't align it properly, so it wasn't sitting properly. I don't know. So, or maybe it was sitting for such a long time that the mechanism was kind of stiff, and maybe not me using their whole system to test it, maybe they might have loosened it up. I don't know. So we'll see. I hope to God that's the issue, because I don't know what else to think. Like I said, I turned the engine, everything was smooth, but let me stop talking, I get back to it. Okay, so right here I start to reinstall the starter after it being tested from AutoZone. Unfortunately, I still had the same result, hearing a loud zinging or whizzing sound, but no engagement of the flywheel or turning over the engine. After doing some more research, it could be a ground issue, at least I'm hoping that it is. Anything that's more involved with electrical might be a little bit daunting. But for what they were saying with the grounds is that, you know, to check your grounds, and it's like 3 or 4 different locations of grounds in the engine bay. Now, for me, when I took this car apart, I only saw 3 grounds. The one that's next to the battery, the one that's on the passenger side above the engine mount, and the one that's on the passenger side back left, the top of the valve cover. And I reconnected all of them. The only issue I can see is that with the engine mount, I used a lock nut. Now with a lock nut, there's like a rubber piece inside the nut that when you screw it down, it keeps it in place, and I'm assuming that maybe that could be affecting the voltage or not allowing the car to ground out properly to allow the Bendex to engage and spit out. Now, when I looked at the teeth of the starter before I gave it in to get tested, I didn't see any wear marks. I didn't see any point of contact on the teeth itself. I didn't see it being worn down. I didn't see any, you know, marks within the teeth showing that it was engaging. So maybe it's not getting the proper signal, enough voltage to actually engage that solenoid to push it out and do what it needs to do. So I'm hoping that's the case. I believed I wired the neutral safety switch properly, and like I said before, if I didn't wire it properly, my assumption is that I would get nothing when I turn the key. I'll just get the on position. I wouldn't even get the starter to engage. So that's just my assumption. I could be wrong, but that's my assumption. I just hope the next time I go over there and I check these grounds that that's the issue, and hopefully that fixes it. I'm gonna try to readjust all the other grounds, and if I can get new grounds, I'll just rewire them with new grounds if that needs to be done, or use some dielectric grease or something. I just hope that that part is the issue, so then I can get this car cranking and turning over. I can smell gas coming, so I know the fuel pump is working. I know it's getting fuel. I didn't really check for spark, but that doesn't matter. If it's not cranking, it doesn't matter. The car is not turning over. So, like I said earlier, I can turn it over by hand. So, I don't know, but it's a process, excuse me, and I just got to stay focused and keep trying. Once I get this done, I know that it will be good to go. I didn't film an outro. It was getting late. I was trying to get this thing done before it got dark, and yeah, I really appreciate if you guys can like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for the support, and thank you for the advice for those who gave me advice. And if you have any other things to suggest, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thank you all, and God bless.